Hello everyone and welcome to Codebusting. I'm your host Code Marvelous, and today we're doing a little bit of an impromptu stream going over an idea I had hybriding my popular smoke build with the Baba Yaga Breaker Suite that I've been experimenting with the professor. So what I've done here is at the suggestion of a lot of people on the forums and online, the primary driving force of the Baba Yaga AI Breaker Suite is the 2-for-4 strength boost of Breach. There's another breaker that has that math on it, and it's Houdini, which gets 2-for-4 strength as long as one of them are stealth. However, it holds its strength for the remainder of the turn, whereas Breach does not. However, in order to actually power this, you basically need to be smoke, so you're starting with at least one stealth credit to start powering this. So rather than having all the pieces of my smoke deck independent of each other, I'm going to put them on Baba Yaga to make it so that my lock in the late game is incredibly strong, and I can deep dive big towers of ice and also get rid of one of Smoke's biggest problems, which is that I'm not able to break barriers very efficiently because I have to hard pay for them using Corroder. So let's take a look at the build, and we'll go over some key pieces, and then we'll do some games. So I still have my old suite. I have Houdini as my decoder. It's really good. It's 2-for-4 strength. It starts at 2 strength. And it's worth noting that Houdini is still in play even though it's on Baba Yaga. So when the math is better for me to just use Houdini, I can always just do that in the early game especially. The biggest thing is that unlike some other breakers where it might say that keeping the strength for the entire turn is card text, this is actually part of the pump paid ability text, which means Baba Yaga gets it as well. We've got Inti instead of Corroder because it goes down cheap onto Baba Yaga, and it breaks really efficiently. And then early game, it's really good against Rush Ice. It's still good against also like the next suite that people are playing right now because it just goes down smooth. Goes on Baba Yaga, and then it's there to get boosted by the other stealth breakers. I obviously never want to be hard paying for pumping this if I can avoid it. We've got Switchblade. Oh man, the Switchblade math with Baba Yaga is so good, it's ridiculous. So Switchblade pumps itself for 7. So once you have this thing on Baba Yaga pumps for 7. So in the early game where there's maybe only one piece of ice across all the servers, if you can get Switchblade and like Inti down, then you're breaking basically every piece of Rush Ice, every piece of ice for one credit for whatever strength boost you need. There's nothing that people are rezzing really frequently in the early game that's higher than 7 strength. And it has basically the same starting numbers as Baba Yaga, so the mental math is really easy to keep track of. The other really good thing is it's not quite as good as Fairy on the Baba Yaga rig, but it is still just 1 credit to break any number of Sentry routines. So the math is still pretty good. But the biggest thing is early on, the rush potential with this is ridiculous. One of the funniest things that I've done so far with this build is I've broken a curtain wall, which normally costs Corroder 11 credits, for 5 credits because you use 2 to pump on Switchblade, and then you use Inti to break the subroutines, so 2 stealth credits and 3 normal credits, total of 5 to break an Oversight AI'd curtain wall. It's ridiculous. So that was where the original idea came from. Other people have been talking about this. It works. It's just, you gotta go fast. So there's a lot of money and acceleration in this. We've got Cloak. Cloak is, or not Cloak, Clot. We do have 2 cloaks. We're only going to have MU for one of them, however, but there is 2 because we want to see them reasonably early. We don't really need as much stealth bucks in this build because we're only pumping once, maybe twice in the late game, using Houdini. So we don't need a ton of stealth. We got 3 SMCs. Don't really need to belabor that. It's a really good card. And then it's pretty similar to my old build, except for I've added 2 modded since we have Baba Yaga. So if we can manage to hit this with the Baba, it seems good. We've got a scavenge. Chances are we're going to have to install something before we install Baba Yaga. So we have to be able to scavenge it and reinstall it back onto Baba. So that's what scavenge is for. We got Sure Gambles. We're sticking with Astrolabe to accelerate our setup. It goes down early. Clone chips. I have overwritten programs that I've installed, trashed them, and then used the clone chip to get them back and put them on Baba. And then everything else is it's pretty basic. Yeah, it's pretty basic. We've got Netmerkur. We got 2 Satcons because Batty is still a problem. And it also just enables us to face check a little bit better early. So it's good. Also helps with Clot Lock. So let's go online and see if we can find everybody. Hey, everybody. All right. So let's get ourselves a warm-up game. I'll fire up the music and let's do this thing. All right. I actually think I did want to do one change. I think I wanted an extra Ghost Runner instead of the Cloak, but I think since this is a testing stream, we'll actually just go up to 41 cards. I know that's blasphemy, but we'll go up to 41 cards just for the purposes of testing which one is going to be more useful to us. All right, let's find ourselves a game and let's do this thing. Let me know if the music is too loud. Hey, Link. Hey, Mike. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, no tag avoidance. Like, I'm tired of basically putting this season's version of Plascrete Carapace in my deck while I'm experimenting. Like, this is an experiment. If we get blown off the face of the earth, then we get blown off the face of the earth. I want to have, like, my full complement of cards to actually test concepts. Okay, so this person keeps disconnecting, reconnecting, so we're going to bail out of this game. But I mean, I hope that makes sense, Link. Like, I just don't want to dedicate 3 card slots while I'm testing a concept just to, like, not die to controlling the message. Like, that feels bad. I've been messing around with my audio software. Do we got the thumbs up? Do I sound good? I'm trying to keep the levels better. All right, let me zoom out a little bit. Also, if anybody is unfamiliar with the cards that we're playing, oh, this is a really good opener, surprisingly. I think I'll keep it and then just draw. If anybody's having a hard time seeing the cards that I'm hovering over, join the game on jinteki.net as a spectator, and then you'll be able to see the full-size cards and hover over anything that you have questions about. So our first opponent is Argon. I'm pretty sure I've played against this person before, but who knows? And I think they know what I'm doing, so they're gonna just go rush. So let's go ahead and check R&D, because if you're gonna just go ham, then I'm gonna go ham too. Shipment from San. Let's check HQ. See if we can pick an agenda. We can't. All right, so then we're gonna get daily casts, and then we're gonna draw a card. We gotta get set up fast. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some people coming in, even though that this is an impromptu stream. The reason I didn't run that card is because I really don't want to hit an architect, which I am like 90% sure that that would be. Okay, so let's draw again. Let's put down that, and then let's put down that, and then we're accelerating a little bit. Yeah, hitting an architect early when you don't have any ability to run ice is really freaking bad. And if it is an architect, he's just gonna overwrite the agenda anyway. Oh, this is cute. So I think this might be a mandatory upgrades. So let's draw. Still no SMC. Let's draw. Oh, we've got Netmerkur, so that's something. Let's get Netmerkur down. SMC is a really solid card. Self-modifying code. Or really, any program. Yep, global food, maybe? Vitruvius with 2 counters. In the grand scheme of things, I'm completely okay with that. Alright, SMC, anything. Alright, so we need to clear some cards out of hand. Let's get that down. And then let's get that down. So we're ready to go. We just need to get programs down so we can start going. I would really just love to draw a Switchblade, because then I can get it back into there. Okay, it's a J-How. Aubrey, what do you mean you get to be away for this? You mean you get to actually watch it, or I'm missing what you're saying. All right, so Diesel awake. That makes more sense. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna be ready to pressure soon. So we're gonna get down Beth. We're gonna get down one of the cloaks, and we really just need Baba Yaga to show up, and we'll be in pretty good shape. Yeah, Aubrey, unfortunately, there's no takesies backsies on live. All right. Come on, big money. Let's get that Baba Yaga or an SMC on the table. Okay. We got to get that off the table. We can't let that sit around. We need to start making some runs. Temujin would be a nice pick right now as well. But yeah, so this is an idea I had yesterday. I did a couple test games, and now we're here to try it out. This is what I like to call my shower deck. Domestic sleepers? No, gonna do the extra one. Yep. Okay. So things are not going great. Well, we can't let that stick around. So we're gonna have to run server 3. We use the Ghost Runner. to soften the hit a little bit. Let's run archives. I would really treasure it if we could get Baba Yaga, a modded, and SMC on the table. That would be good. But such is life when you are playing experiments. So we're just going to go right into another F8 agenda. Okay, so inauspicious. Okay. Let's run HQ. Okay, so we're probably just never gonna get a chance to set up this game. Yeah. This is very close to an optimal draw order for our opponent. And we didn't get any. We haven't found a single Temujin, and we haven't found a single SMC in the top 20 cards of our deck. So that's not great. Let's draw. Let's put down that, and then our only real choice is to try to contest. And it's a quandary, so that's a good game. Alright, so kind of an inauspicious first game. Let's see if we can find another one. Let's see if we can. I don't know. Trying to think how we can accelerate that. Maybe should have mulliganed that hand. I'm definitely gonna mulligan this hand. So, has anybody else been experimenting with Baba Yaga? I know I asked that on the last stream as well. But what are people doing? Well, the guy didn't respond to me telling... Or they didn't respond to me telling them that I was streaming, so I have to assume that it's okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to see if we can force the Jackson trash. Or at least get some information. Alright, so... And we're going to... So this is a lot better. If ice doesn't go down on that archives, we can Temujin next turn, hit it 3 times, and basically have all of the setup money we're ever going to need. Yeah, Link mentions that Chaos Theory could be a choice for... this isn't advanced, so I'm willing to go check that. Let's go see if it's a snare and I die immediately. If it's a snare, we just GG right here. It's a Prysec, even better. We lose the Temujin contract, which is not great. Sure, I'll trash that. Let's draw. And I didn't clear the tag. Probably good game. Yep. That was a really dumb way to die. Oh, man. But going back to Chaos Theory is an interesting choice for a Baba Yaga build because you get your 3 breaker slots and your Baba Yaga with 1 MU left over for a utility program, like Medium or Nerve Agent or anything really that you can get on there for 1 MU. Controlling the message. So, let's see how we do. I'm going to keep this because we have the Clot, the clone chip, and a ton of money. I still don't understand why people play the World Champion deck in the casual room, but... oh, well, we got Baba. That's nice. And we've got the modded to get it down cheap. So we're already doing better than we were. Let's just get a buck. Yeah, I know that not everybody knows how to play it Ice and Dia, but it's not a casual deck. Like, in my mind, and of course this is one man's opinion, casual is where people go when they're looking to experiment with decks, right? Like, if you're playing the World Champion deck, that's not an experiment. That's not a let's try things out, let's have a casual game. It's a you're learning how to put people into an oppressive board state. That's competitive. Yeah. And I can't really run until I have significantly more money, so we're looking for a Temujin contract here. Okay. That's true, Daniel. Daniel mentions that the World Champion decks are the only decks that get preloaded onto Jinteki. Alright. We really need some sort of money card to come through here, or we're going to be in bad shape. That Foxfire doesn't make me very happy, though. Okay, so my opponent is continuing to expand the board. Okay, so we've got Netmerker, but I don't know if it's going to be safe. I guess I just have to assume that it will be. I would just still really love to get a Temujin or something on the board because we can't safely run because it's hard-hitting news combo deck. Yeah, so... yeah, it doesn't look like it's the World's deck. We'll see what we can do. I don't have any tag avoidance or trash mechanic pieces in this deck, so I can't. Alright, so we got some money, so... next turn, we're just going to start hammering R&D. Restructured data pool. Awesome. Yeah, we gotta just start hitting R&D. Let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna pop this. We're gonna put Switchblade down. Whoa, did it fire twice? No. Okay, I will remind you, Thomas. Okay. Okay, so we gotta hit HQ. I also, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm still at max memory, which is very problematic. Yep, there it is. And it can't possibly break it. He's gonna Archangel Baba Yaga, and that's good game. Most likely. Oh, I didn't notice. Yeah. Ice and Dia mentions that I could have paid for the trace with Netmerkur, but I didn't pay attention. Yep, so we're just going to do this every click. Good game. So we might have to revisit the no tag avoidance, but as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I don't really like having cards eaten up by protection cards when I'm testing a concept. So far we're 0 and 3. Actually 0 and 4. So scarcity of resources opener. So it's not great. Most of my money is resource based, so having scarcity down is pretty rough. Because I'm not going to be able to get anything down for anything resembling a good cost. We're just going to have to get rid of this daily cast because it's a pile of garbage right now. So we've got Temujin, but I don't know if we can get in anywhere, so that's somewhat problematic. Let's just money up, pitch the Astrolabe, and then we've got the Scavenge, so we can scavenge the Houdini back. I think I just got a name HQ. There's got to be agendas in there. There's Netmerkur, which I can't afford to put down. Let's test some servers. Okay, we're not going through that. Let's see if we can get an R&D res. Okay. If they want to hit me, they're going to be able to hit me anyway, so I can go ahead and pay the extra money for the Ghost Runner. Yep, goes right back up to full money. There's the hedge fund. No moddeds. And we're completely zeroed out on money because I wasn't able to play any of my setup cards. Oh well. I don't know what I'm going to do here. More things that cost money. Yeah. I mean, I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking to go up against opponents who don't draw optimal hands when I'm trying to test a deck. Like, I'm never going to be able to run. Because if I run, I'm just going to immediately die to a mid-season. So at this juncture, I don't think I can ever come close to contesting. Because I can't get the money to actually install my rig. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the idea of this build is just not something I'm going to be able to do. Because I can't seem to ever... I can't seem to ever get it set up, except for in the couple of test games I had the other day. So if I can't get it set up, then it doesn't work. I don't know. So this is gonna be 0 and 5 on stream, most likely, because this is gonna be another Atlas. Well, I am at least getting to show off breaking a curtain wall for super cheap. So that's exciting at least. There's the mid-seasons, so even if I manage to steal an agenda, it's not gonna matter. Draw, draw. I don't know, am I just barking up the wrong tree with this build? Like, I feel like this should have power to it. I just can't seem to get it set up fast enough. Yep, good game. I don't know. What do people think? Should I just go with a normal smoke build? Is the Baba Yaga too much of a wrench into it? Thanks for the game. Well played. I'm always excited when people are playing off the grid. I love that card. It's really hard to make it work, so kudos. I don't know. There should be something here. That's true, Sanjay. I mean, Daniel, I know the Baba Yaga works. Like, my Professor deck works. I went a little over 50-50 on the last stream with it. And it's a solid build. I don't know. I feel like there's something here. Maybe I need to get more scavengers in and just set up as per normal. And then I can draw Baba Yaga as we go. Then just scavenge things back onto it in the late game. What do people think of that? Sanjay, the reason the Professor is because I have clickless draw on the Professor. That seems pretty good. So let's start checking some R&D. We've actually got some starting money, which is pretty good. Tour guide, which is not going to super matter in this build. All right, so we've got some starting cash. It's not bad. Yeah. People are mentioning that I could go indexing instead of R&D interface. That could work too. Break any number of subroutines. Oh, yeah. Alright. Yeah. So, this time around, we're definitely not having any problems with money. Maybe Saber mentions that I could maybe do stim hack. That could work. And then again, I'm going to have to zoom out. Because people keep wanting to play these lateral builds. Best defense. Definitely going to need that SACCON. Hey, Kelfasil, how's it going? Alright, we need to focus on getting set up now. I would love to see somebody who had made a successful Baba Yaga smoke build, because I think there's some power there. Hard-hitting news, that's less than exciting. Alright. Yeah, and we're gonna keep going wide. Alright. We've got the money we need to set up. I'm trying to. Alright, so that's pretty good. I would really treasure it if we could get some sort of maybe, I don't know, SMC, Baba Yaga going. That would be pretty good. And I've got to keep making the screen smaller so you guys and gals can actually see. Gotta get rid of the Ghost Runner at this juncture. So yeah, I'm up against Gagarin Prison. I've already seen, I think, 2 different, at least, friends in high places in the HQ. So there's not a ton of point for me trashing anything. So I'm just gonna let it go and then set up and hope to lock. Do we have an SMC in the trash? We do. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna bring this out. It's glitched, so I gotta give myself my money back. Hey, this is the first game where I've actually gotten the combo going, so that's exciting. I can't actually trash that. I mean, I don't think the person's gonna play 34 credits for a hard-hitting news, but it doesn't really matter, because if I trash it, it's just gonna get friendsed. So I think we just gotta start hammering. Yeah, thanks, Sanjay. It's the Neo Tokyo soundtrack. That's the music. Somebody has to have made this style of deck work. I can't be the only one who has had this thought process. And another server. Okay, this is getting out of hand. I guess I'm just gonna have to actually use the scroll feature, because otherwise no one's gonna be able to see. Alright, so we have the last piece of the puzzle. So we are ready to rock and roll. Let's get that down. Let's get that down. Let's get that down on R&D. And let's do this. Mausolus. Good thing I do not care, because I am going to use 1 stealth credit to get up to 7 strength. And then I'm going to use $3. And then I'm going to use 1 to break any number. And then another 1 to break any number. Government takeover? What? From 0 to 6 points? What? What? Alright, so what's all this garbage being rezzed over here in prison land? That's the key to beating Wayland, is you gotta just steal the government takeover every time. Every time, steal the government takeover. Corporate town, that's exciting. Love when that happens. Luckily for us, we have our second source of stealth, so it's not the end of the world. So they used Corporate Town to get rid of Netmerker, which is not great, but it's not terrible. We just need to hit one more agenda to win the game. So Hey, look. So we're going to go that. We're going to do that. We're going to run R&D. We're going to use that to place that. Actually, that's dumb. Jack out. Oh my god. How do I replace the stealth credit on smoke? I guess we'll just have to do it like that. I don't remember what the individual command for it is. But we've got to get rid of Corporate Town. Okay, so... technically have my smoke cred. Manually add a credit because I can't take my smoke credit because I accidentally took it on the run that I took back. Okay, so this person is going to play hard-hitting news for $1 million. So now it doesn't matter, because they're just going to zealous judge me and then boom me. So I just need to run R&D and hope that I pick an agenda. Yeah. So the more test games we get with this, the more I think I should probably just jump off this train. I don't think that I'm significantly improving my smoke deck by introducing Baba Yaga. Because we haven't been able to get a single win. Yep. That's basically good game. Actually, there's no point in me removing a tag. I'm gonna get boomed here. And that's gonna be it. Yep. So that's 0 and 6. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that this is good. I think my instincts were wrong in this case. Yeah, I don't think that there's a lot of value being gained here. Like I'm just getting the shit kicked out of me, and I'm not really being able to threaten people at all. It's not good. I don't know. It should work. It just doesn't. Like I never set up before my opponent sets up. I mean, is there a card issue? Is it a piloting issue? I mean, I know I play some crazy jank, but like I usually don't have like no wins with a solid core of a deck. I don't know. Captain asks if it's really that much better than Refractor plus Swordsman and Corroder. Maybe it's not. I just hate hard paying for barriers, and this seemed like a way to get around that. I guess what the problem. Yeah, I think what the problem is that Smoke has so many things that she's vulnerable to. And a huge chunk of her 40 card deck size ends up being dedicated to silver bullets to keep you from having stuff trash, to make sure you have currents to counter scarcity of resources, tag avoidance, programming trash avoidance, clone chips, clots. So you can't actually just build a smoke deck. You have to build a smoke deck with like 7 card slots filled up by things just to keep you from having your deck lit on fire. That's true. So yeah, doing the Baba Yaga adds an ordering requirement to the deck, which is problematic. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm not passive with my normal deck, because with my normal deck I can just install whatever I need. Let's take a look here. Well, real quick, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's get rid of Inti. Let's get rid of that. Let's get Refractor back in. Let's get Corroder back in. Let's get rid of the moddeds. They do not do a lot of work. Let's get rid of Scavenge. We're going to go back down to 1 RDI. We're going to get Indexing. 2 of. We're going to get rid of SACCons because they do no work otherwise. We're going to keep what we have here. Cold Reads. You guys want to see me go fast? I am going to go fast. Don't you worry. We keep Beth. Got clone chips. We got Astrolabe. We've got the normal number of cloaks. Let's get New Angeles in here. Let's get Film Critic. Alright. Am I missing anything? I've got New Angeles. I've got Netmerker, Hunting Grounds, Ghost Runner, Beth, Daily Casts, Indexings. Am I missing something? We don't have room for Rumor Mill. And I'm not running Dagger because Daggers are really bad right now. If we're gonna go fast, let's get rid of 1 Cold Read. Let's add a Levy. So we can reset the clock if we need to. We've got Ghost Runner. We're gonna cut a Singleton Daily Casts. We're gonna get an extra Ghost Runner to make sure that we can start the clock. And we'll go to 41. We'll add same old thing so we can redo indexing if we need to. That looks like a smoke deck. Alright, so... Alright, let's go fast. Let's see if we can get some wins. What's the equivocation even do? Equivocation is the one where you can force them to draw something that you see off of R&D. I don't remember what that card does. Alright. We're not keeping that. Mulligan. Way better. Alright, let's do it. I would like to do a Geist Captain. I am going to test all in the Lamb at some point. I have a Geist build that I'm working on. Alright, so we're going to do the normal. We're up against HB. All 3 servers are going to get iced quickly. So we're going to make sure that we get our Temujins while the Temujinning is good. I get a little bit Genghis Khan. Don't want you to get it on with no server but archives. This is a member of the Xylophone cult. I wonder who this is. Okay, if that's an agenda, I should have tested it, but oh well. I guess the problem that I have when I stream is I'm so scared to get picked off by a bad face check. Come on. It's a magnet. Well, we can't deal with magnet, so we're going to go ahead and jack out. And then we're just going to draw a card. So that one belongs to our opponent. Cool. So that's probably the Jackson. Nothing terrible is going to happen to us, so let's run archives. Perfect. Boom. Place it. Use it. I will take that. Alright. So we're getting there. Let's draw. Let's draw. Hell yes. SMC, we're now ready to threaten more servers. There's the Adonis. I'm going to go in and get it. Yeah. Alright. So, let's drop the cloak. Let's run the magnet. We're going to go get Refractor. We're going to draw a card. We got Astrolabe, which is pretty helpful here. Okay, so I was going to have to trash that Ash anyway. So we'll spend the money. We'll clear the server. I'm pretty okay with it. Let's get that down and draw. Humans are weird, Will. I test with my real account all the time, for better or for worse. I'd like to say thank you to my fans for being there to watch as I test weird shit. It's always fun to have you guys along for the ride. Okay, so do we think that's an agenda or do we think that's another money asset? Well, we could use a Netmarker buck to go get it. So, I guess first things first, we're going to put down another cloak. Then we're going to run archives. We're going to place one. This feels so much easier. Let's go check that. Match the strike the magnet. Break it. It's probably a Mumbatur, but we'll see. Advanced assembly lines. I'll still get rid of it. I don't want you to have that. And we're indexing, so we're live with the freedom through equality, but I don't think we're ready to use that yet. I think I want to test HQ. I'm guessing that's a barrier of some type, so let's go there first. Yep, so let's click through it. You guys, everybody wanted me to be aggressive. This is what smoke aggression looks like. Let's draw. Virus Suite, don't care, but I will get rid of it. Get rid of the Netmarker that we don't need. Aggression, the new fragrance by Code Marvelous. I can do this all day. Let's run server 1. We do need to get some more money soon, though. So we're going to use that diesel first click, and then I think we're going to set, if we get a Temujin, we're going to set it to HQ and force another Ice Res. I love this new HB. It feels like normal Netrunner, all the stuff that people are doing where they're just windmilling into a server to create scoring windows. I love it. That's how, in my mind, that just feels like Netrunner. Alright, so we didn't get any more money. I'm still going to run HQ because I want to force some Ice Reses. So let's bank some bucks. Hey, global food. Maybe you'll res this time. Nope, okay. I'll bank some more money. Alright, we don't need that. We don't need that. God, this is so much nicer. We don't need that. We still haven't found a clone ship, I don't think, which is strange. But, oh, and it was a money asset anyway. We'll go get that next turn. And we haven't seen a cold read either. Not that that would be really valuable right now, except for on the last turn of the game. But it is great with SMC if you can force the setup. Alright, so we've got our full rig. Nothing terrible can happen. Let's force some ice reses and draw some cards. So there's an Ichi. So let's go ahead and draw a card. Oh. There's another agenda. We're going to use 2 off of Netmerker to gain money. And then we're going to draw. And we're going to put down that for the clot threat. Alright, so I think we can afford to have a setup turn here. That is not helping us very much. This is essentially blank. We could just win here. So let's go ahead and index. Because that's not a Jackson Howard. No. No agendas. So let's put friends in high places at the bottom because I loathe that card. Let's put Eli next, Ichi, and then advanced assembly lines because none of those things are super helping them right now. Let's get that down, I guess. Just in case any crazy crap happens. Well, I thought there was going to be a biotic play there, and there wasn't, so that's something. Let's go ahead and run server 1. Let's click through. I hate Psy games. I'm so bad at them. So bad at them. All right. It comes down to rock, paper, scissors. 0, 1, or 2. Why am I so bad at Psy games? One. And now the windmilling begins. All right, so I never know. I'm like so bad at figuring out when you're supposed to do this crap. I would love if like Dax and Link, I would love if you guys or girls, I need to start using gender neutral pronouns. What makes you think it's a 2 moment there? I'm so bad at Psy games. It's not something that I've ever been really good at. And I really like Psy games. I'm just awful at them. Okay. So I think we... Temujin R&D. We draw. We index. So we've got the cold read. So if we hit an agenda, we can get back in. Global Food Initiative. With no ability for the corp to shuffle. And this is why the cold read's in there. Good news is we're still going to be able to beat the Trace. Because we also got Temujin bucks. Good game. So, how does everybody feel? That's basically what my normal smoke deck works like right now. And that's how I play it after about 100 practice games with it. You wanted aggression, you get aggression. Let's do that again. That felt great. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for taking time out of your Sunday to come watch me play. Oh, we lost the music. Let's go ahead and start that up again. Hey, we're up against Nisei. I hope Kelfasil's still here. This seems okay. Yeah, we keep it. So this person knows what the deal is and immediately protected for Temujin, which is smart. So we're getting there. Clone retirement? Oh, is this a trap stack? Please be a trap stack. Yes. I'm actually completely okay with them doing that. The worst that they're going to res is an archer, which I can easily deal with. Hey, Hunting Grounds is really good against Jinteki, I hear. Let's get that down. Let's draw. Salset Slums would be a good include captain, except for I'm never going to trash anything ever. Like, Smoke, I just got to set up and just hammer those centrals. Alright. What do I think's going to be on HQ? I think R&D is the choice. Let's do R&D. Could be dumb against Jinteki, but we'll see. So, it's a code gate. I'm okay with that. So, let's pump. I only need to break one subroutine, right? Oh, no, on a piece of Res Psi Ice. So, I gotta do both. Let's conserve our stealth credits for now. Let's see what the tough card is. Hostile Infrastructure. A prison deck, you say? No, I don't want to trash it. Alright. So next turn we get the Netmerker down and we go to town. Yeah, so now the hostile's down. Not that I necessarily care. There's the indexing. That's pretty handy. There's our Switchblade, which helps a lot. And then let's gain a buck. I wasn't going to be on 2 cards, Michael, because I was using Netmerker to draw. A sentry. So, we're getting into... I don't care about your mental health clinic. We're getting into conservation of stealth credits territory, where I'm actually going to start needing to use Netmerker's storage ability. I'm good on money. Do I check that? No, it's probably just the thing he just drew. I think we get this down before I lose it to net damage. And I think we check HQ. When you're playing Smoke, one of the biggest things that, as people have mentioned just in the chat of this stream, is you have to force people to keep rezzing ice. Like, forcing people to continue rezzing ice is how you win with Smoke. Because that's why... it's not great. What did we lose? An indexing... that's alright. So let's remove the tag. And then let's draw a card. Just in case there's some sort of weird shenanigans. Evil shenanigans going down. So, while they can't res the hostile, I will go get the mental health clinic. So, let's use Cold Read for that. Let's place one. That's the other thing that Cold Read is really good for. It helps you trash assets extremely inexpensively. I could always just clean out my Temujin. They can afford the snare, though, and I can't recover from it, so I think we just get the SMC down for the cloak. Maybe I can draw my other cold read so I can install cloak for no money. That would be pretty good. Ooh, diesel. That seems good. There's a cold read. Do I think that's a snare? I'm pretty sure that this one here, server 3, is the hostile. So let's run server 3. Look, I was right. Let's trash it. Let's run R&D. Start banking them stealth bucks. Did we already lose? No. Gain a buck. Thomas, I abandoned Baba Yaga. Thomas asked how's it been going after going 0 and 6 with it, so I am giving the viewers the opportunity to see my updated, just normal smoke build, and since we've done that, I've won 1, and this is game 2 with the normal smoke build. Let's draw. Let's Temujin, HQ, and let's run there. Oh, nope. That's not what I meant to hit. I'm so focused on R&D. Alright, so that's A key, I key. Let's get up to speed. Fire Psy. I'll take some free cards. We can dump this now. A shock? These crazy people. I should have trashed that. Oh well. There's our RDI. That helps. So apparently doing this earlier in the day, we do pretty good with viewers. That's nice. Extra ice going down. So now we definitely want to run R&D, because right now, if they res the outside piece of ice, they can't pay for a snare. So we're going to put that down. We're going to get some bucks. And then we're going to run R&D. Switchblade is good for what ails you, by the way. Okay, so we have another Psy game. Oh, I hate Psy games. And they're Nisei, so there's no telling what the math will be. I feel like this is a 2 situation. And I got it. And let's just use the net Merkur bucks for that. That's good. Did we already... Okay, so we still have a Temujin. Obviously that Temujin is going on archives when we get it. Let's get Clot in the bin. We got... Alright, so we've got some money. We're going to be ready to rock and roll soon. So we got that, and we got that. And let's draw. We've got Levy, which is not bad either. We need our other indexing. Or did we already lose them? Thought we only saw one. Let's run HQ. We don't have to go all the way in if we don't want to. Alright, so let's place one. Let's match strength and break. Let's match strength. Break. Break. And then let's... Is that a... Yeah, it's a snowflake. Break. Break. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's draw. There's the indexing. Let's get the clone ship down. And, do we think that there's a Jackson on the table? Do we need to check for Jacksons? This could be tough, because if there's a psychic field on the table, we're kind of boned. Let's draw. Let's draw. Okay, so now that the same old thing is down, I am more willing to check some stuff. So next turn, we'll check. We know that this is a hostile infrastructure. I think we need to check that and make sure that's not a Jackson. Let's get that down. Let's check server 7. Okay, so it's a hostile, so we're fine. Alrighty. So we got 2 clicks and an RDI. We've got 3 stealth bucks in this. I think we do it. So that's a Chrysalis on the outside. So let's go ahead and use 1. And the 1 we gained to break. Let's go ahead and hard pay for our snowflake. Let's use 1 and 1. And then break. Break. Medical breakthrough. So let's get more ice at the bottom, preemptive action, hostile infrastructure, mental health clinic, and medical breakthrough. Okay. So I guess the real question becomes, let me do the math on me getting back in here. 2 stealth credits, 2 more bucks. Stealth credit and 2 more bucks. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. No, I'm not going to be able to make it. So I reordered that wrong. Hmm. Yeah, I screwed up there. Hmm. Two, three. I can't play Freedom, Will. I don't have enough clicks. Mike, Temujin contract is on HQ. So the last card in my deck must be Cloak. Okay, so let's do some mental math. I'm going to need 1 stealth buck and 1 normal buck to get in here. I'm going to need 1 stealth buck and 2 normal bucks to get in here. I'm going to use 2 normal bucks, so that's a total of 2, 5, 7, and then plus whatever this is. So if I play Freedom, it's going to be a little snug, but let's play Freedom, and let's go in. I'm working hard. Oh, come on, RNGesus. Yes! Yes! Thank you. I'll be here all week with my luck sack powers. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, that was lucky. Holy crap. Is this going to be a Philotic kill? That'd be incredible. Okay. That's been on the board the whole time. I love it. All right. Geez, do I want to levy at some point here? Or like, what is that too much of a tempo hit? Do I just run mental health clinic 3 times and then bank a bunch of networker bucks? Yeah, that doesn't seem terrible. All right, so let's bank some bucks. I need to get the clot threat back out, though. Like, ASAP. But I have the indexing, so we could just potentially win here. Let's check server 6. I'm okay with that. Let's draw. I just needed to make sure it wasn't a Jackson. Unfortunately, this is going to be my last game because I got to go do some shopping, and we've already been playing for almost an hour and 50 minutes. I haven't seen a single Jackson this game, which seems strange. Let's put that down in case that's a snare. Let's go check server 8. Okay. I've got the money, and I've got the stealth. Do we just go for the win? I think we just go for the win. Did that wrong, but math the same. Come on, agenda. No agenda. Holy crap. Well, let's get the biotic labor at the bottom, shock, chrysalis, mind game, and then preemptive action. Let's diesel. I didn't draw clot, which is what I was hoping to pitch. But we do have some money. Yeah, Dax, every single person's account got deleted. You have to just recreate your account. The web hosting site that JNet uses for all of the user info got hacked along with a bunch of other sites. And our opponent is going to shuffle their deck for us. This is the dream. All right. So, any agenda that we see, we win. So I think we sure gamble. We index. And that one's a code gate. And we've got the 5 stealth credits that we need to come back in. Brain Trust right on the top. So now we run R&D. Behold, the power of cheese. Stealth does so much work. Good game. So, this is what my competitive smoke build looks like right now. Let's take a look at it as a kind of a closing thoughts. It works. It's fast. It's flexible. It comes out of the gate swinging. If I had my way, I'd have another cold read. It helps me trash assets. It helps with the CTM mashup because I can use the credits for the trace. It feeds into Netmarker, and it helps me install my rig pieces for no actual dollars. What do people think of the smoke build, the non-Baba smoke build? Oh man, I really wish I could get another cold read in here. Cold read's really good, if for nothing else, that on the last turn of the game, you can threaten the turn before. People think that they have a scoring window because you used up all your Netmarker dollars, and then you go, well, if I'm going to win this turn anyway, I might as well play cold read, because then it doesn't matter if you trash a rig piece because you're going to win anyway. Yes, Alan, smoke does do smoke things. Yeah, it's good. We've got the 2 cloaks in here. I might cut... No, I don't think I can cut a Ghost Runner for a cold read. Can't do that. I can't cut something that's universally good with something that's only only conditionally good. Man, I wish I didn't have to have the tag avoidance package in here. If I didn't have to have the tag avoidance package in here, let's just dream of a magical meta in which controlling the message doesn't exist. I would have another daily casts. I would have another cold read. And I would have probably another Beth, just to get her down early, because she really does accelerate my setup, especially since against like purple, I'm not contesting assets at all because I just don't care. You can have all the money in the world, and I'm still gonna just get in. I really don't want to have Clippy. Clippy is expensive, and Clone Chip maintains my clot threat and helps me set up faster by bringing back SMCs. Clone Chips are really important in this build to making sure that I set up the rig quickly. What does Aaron Mayron do? It's not in Netrunner DB yet. Hey, Pink Warrior. Just right at the end. But yeah, I don't know. I love Smoke. Smoke's really good. And this feels a lot easier to play than my Professor build. Ah. Yeah, that could be good. What's that splash for? Misdirection actually turned out to be a trap because it eats up precious MU, and Astrolabe is super critical in this build to making sure I set up in time. If Mirror, I would be okay if Mirror costed 2 more credits even, but the first time you made a run, but it made it so that any central server you get your stealth credit back. I feel like that would make it playable. Yeah. To influence Chris is a tough pill to swallow because I'm not playing Blackstone, because if you play Blackstone, then you have to play Net Ready Eyes, and then again, we're getting into the same problem that people who've been watching since the beginning or people who are watching now after the fact with Baba Yaga. In this stealth deck, I don't want anything that I have to draw in a specific order. So I guess I'd have to dump the Clot, which feels terrible. Gotta have the Hunting Grounds. The only other possible thing to drop would be Switchblade, but Switchblade's so good right now. I don't know. It's a thought. I'll see how good it is. Yeah, I know, Dag. I don't like... Remember, everything about these decks are meta-dependent. I play Switchblade because Tour Guide is a thing in my meta. And with Dagger against Tour Guide, you just lose. So, and the people who play Jinteki play all, like, my sentries have 4 subroutines or more programs, so Switchblade does a lot of work. I've always said that with this build, you should always be looking to play the Breaker Suite that's the best for the meta that you're against. For example, when I went to Store Championships, I had Houdini because a lot of people were playing 6 strength code gates stacked. If that's the case, then this is going to do, Houdini is going to do a lot of work. In the Fairchild meta, Refractor's better. But yeah. Everybody, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate all the feedback, and thank you for joining me on a Sunday to watch me get my butt kicked playing Baba Yaga. Maybe it doesn't go in everything. Maybe Smoke can just be her normal magic self without it. If you haven't checked out my Professor Baba Yaga build, I recommend that you give it a go. It's pretty good. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and until I see you all again, always be running.